cases, it's not recommended. For patients who have, the traditional MRI contraindications, like if they have pacemakers or metal implants in their body, they can't go through an MR. For those patients, it's contraindicated. For patients who have multiple incisions and multiple adhesions that develop, for example, if they've been through multiple C-sections, adhesions tend to develop with the uterus, etc. Some of these are contraindications, but for the most part, most fibroids can be addressed.
What kind of tie-up you have with Philips?
I think the cost of it is the MRI. Already we had the MRI here, and Hyderabad has one of the latest Philips 1.5 tester MRIs. The additional equipment that is here costs approximately 1.25 million, around 5,500 crores. Is about the cost of the machine. But what we believe is we have come to an understanding that this will be shared, in the procedure. The cost of it is this. Cost is approximately additional cost. The MRI, the room, everything is already existing in Apollo.
5.5.
What? 5.5. I'm sorry. 5.5 crores is the cost of the equipment. I'm sorry, I said 8,000. It's 5.5 crores is the cost of the equipment. This is the additional equipment that is required. The MRI, the room, everything is already existing. So this is just in addition. I know one of these days when it is going to become so pressing that we will have to have another room, another MRI, another whole setup happening, and we are game. We are going to make that happen. They have no doubt that several of our hospitals will need more than one HIFU system dedicated for management of number one, for fibroids, and second, as it develops itself as a non-invasive and treatment for other maladies.
I'd also like to mention that we probably spent at least 20 to 30 lakhs in terms of the training. Philips brought a clinical specialist for this. All the gynecologists have had an exposure. We've been lucky to have 2 dedicated female radiologists. So they've been specially trained on this procedure. All these also take, because the existing infrastructure was there, it was easy. But for someone to start from grounds up, it's a fairly extensive.
Still, are you sharing tie-up with the Philips or?
What?
With Philips, yes. We could have bought it, but they offered saying first for all your hospitals, we'll give you the first lot. I hope they'll continue the same arrangement.
So 6 hospitals will get covered.
For the 6 hospitals, we have now come to an partnership with Philips. That we have Apollo's MRI, which is Philips MRI, and its room. On top of it, this HIFU, which costs 5.5 crores, will be supplied by them and a sharing mechanism. Or I have an option to buy. If I want, I can buy it. Perhaps the next lot we'll buy ourselves.
Can you throw some more light on the revenue sharing? How much is the share that Apollo gets and how much is...
We know what it costs. Our costs on the MRI and our cost for the doctors and all of it. Perhaps 25% or so is given to them on our tariffs between 70 to 80,000.
And it's a sliding scale, it's this thing, so it's fairly
we made it as affordable as possible.
There's a lady with a question on this side. Yes, Ratna.
Yeah, I just wanted to know whether this procedure could be used for the other benign tumors in the body. Since,
See, for now its primary focus will be, but for now the primary focus is on fibroids and treatment for women. And when that gets announced, we'll separately announce that. So for now, yeah, there's definitely a possibility. It's already in trials. It's already in trials. Krishna,
I could add to that. It is the technology that they got now is indicated for both uterine fibroids as well as for treatment of bone metastasis. And going forward in the next 12 months or so, we are hoping to extend this technology to breast cancer and prostate as well, and subsequently to chemotherapy, heat-induced chemotherapy, which is more targeted chemotherapy, as well as liver and pancreatic tumors.
You have similar types with other hospitals?
Well, like I said, I mean, it is for Philips been a privilege to be partnered with Apollo Hospitals. They have been a pioneer when it comes to healthcare in India and a pioneer when it comes to technology in India. So, you know, it's our most preferred partner, customer, and the partnership extends beyond you know, just technology alone. We are also, as we speak, starting a patient registry and a clinical research partnership which will extend beyond just the technology. Because as you may know, Apollo already has a research partnership with Quintiles on the one hand, apart from having extensive clinical practice. So there are a number of new indications for this technology. For example, adenomyosis is a common issue among women. You know, women who face multiple lesions can we treat and address them. Large-sized tumors, over 15 centimeters in size, can we treat them? A number of these are topics that need to be studied and clinically researched. And we are hopeful this partnership will extend into beyond just technology, into really pushing science and answering a number of the key clinical questions as well with the technology.
My question is, do you have similar types with other hospitals?
No, as we said, the first hospital that we are launching with in, I think it's fair to say, Asia, is with Apollo Hospitals.
So does the tie-up limit you to Apollo hospitals, or will you be tying up with other hospitals going forward?
I mean, we are hopeful that this technology, you know, uterine fibroids is such a common problem. I mean, if you take India's population, half of that being women and 1/4 of them of childbearing age really having this problem, you know, the need is substantial, you know, that needs to be addressed. So,
Krishna, I think the media is trying to put pressure which I could not put pressure on you. To sign an explanation. Thank you for that question.